Jah Rastafari. He love Jah
Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're all doing well today. So, this is going to be another vinyl video. This is going to be my first ever vinyl pickups video. Yeah, as you know from the last video, I've got the vinyl bug from Alex Blue Tonic 78, absolutely top light that he is. And that's it, man. Once I started, I haven't been able to stop. So I've bought a few vinyls recently. There are a couple on the way from America, so I was going to wait for those to arrive, but quite frankly, they're going to be a while. They're probably going to be a couple of weeks. So I figured, why not just do this? I've got a decent amount at the moment. I've got a good pile. So I'll add those to any future ones I'll get. You never know. So yes, yeah, so I'll start with the first couple, which are the ones I bought online recently from UK sellers. And in the last video, if you remember rightly, I was looking at the One Now album, and I noticed that they had Transvision Vamp on there, and I thought, oh, I love that band back in the day, so I had to get the album. So I went and got myself Velveteen. Look at that cover, Wendy James, seriously hot. Brilliant album. I was listening to it the other day and it's absolutely fantastic. If you don't know who Transvision Vamp are, I suppose you'd describe it as maybe like pop indie. I suppose it's probably the closest. Really great band, and Wendy James got a fantastic voice as well, really good. It's a great album, very good. This one's got Baby I Don't Care on it, which is a fantastic tune. But yeah, I've listened to all the other songs as well, really good solid album. I was quite impressed. £1.50 that cost me, plus postage obviously, but yeah, so couldn't argue with that at all. I was well happy with that one. So after that, I then, from Amazon, I got that one from eBay. From Amazon I picked up Transvision Vamp's Pop Art. This is a better album in my opinion. I like this one a lot more. It's a lot more mellow, this one is. And this is the one that's got I Want Your Love on it. Yeah, really great album. And again, she looks really hot there as well. I do like a bit of Wendy James. Yeah, really good. Put this on a couple of days ago. Solid album, really nice. A lot softer than Velveteen, but definitely a great album. So if you've never listened to Transvision Vamp, check out both of those, Pop Art and Velveteen. You know, give them a download, see what you think, and if you like them, you know, go and buy them because they're absolutely excellent. Right, the next one I got from Amazon. Don't know what you're going to think of this, but I bought it because I had this as a kid on tape, and I really liked it at the time. And quite frankly, I don't care about the reputation of the artist because I actually like the album. Just take it out of its sleeve, and it is Vanilla Ice to the Extreme. Oh yeah. So look at this cheesy photograph, that man. How brilliant is that? That is just classic. I mean, what is he doing? Look, what is he wearing? And his hairdo? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I had this, as I say, in the, was it 80s or 90s? I don't know when this came out. 90s, wasn't it? Yeah, early 90s. So I had this on tape cassette along with MC Hammer as well. Now, I know my hip hop, right? And I know he gets a lot of shit and everything thrown at him and all that, and so I understand that, and that's why white rappers get so much grief because of Vanilla Ice, and rightly so, you know, because at the time he was a bit of a twat. But the album is actually pretty good. I was surprised how well it stands up. I listened to it the other day when I got it. It's really good for a pop rap album. It actually holds up well. You know, like all music, I like every section of a genre. So with rap music, I like pop rap. I like your more acceptable rap like Tupac and Biggie and Nas and Wu-Tang. A bit of underground stuff and all's always good as well. So I like to mix it up, you know, I just like what I like. And I like Vanilla Ice and I like MC Hammer, I like Will Smith. I don't see them as any worse than any other rapper, to be honest. At the end of the day, if it's good music, it's good music. And Ice Ice Baby is a classic, it's still a great tune, it sounds fantastic. And the bass sounds really good on the vinyl, really nice. But yeah, I actually really like this album. And if you not give it a shot before, give it a try, just see what you think, have a listen. You might be surprised at how decent it is. It's held up well for its age, I'm surprised. I just can't get over that picture. What? Oh my god. Okay, the next one I picked up, which actually arrived this morning, was an app. When I started buying vinyl, this was a must, I had to get this. Brilliant album. Madonna's The Immaculate collection. Look at that, how beautiful was she back then? She was absolutely stunning back in the 80s, man. She really was. And this is a fantastic album. Like every single song on this is a classic. There isn't a bad song on this album at all. And there you go, opens all out. So Also, the sleeves have got really nice photographs as well. So it's absolutely brilliant. It's a really good album. This is, from what I've seen on the buy nows, it's like £10 and upwards. I managed to win this on auction for £6.50, so I was quite happy with that. It's a really solid album, and it sounds really good on vinyl. I put it on this morning. Really nice, rich sound on it. There you go, and there's another one. So yeah, really nice vinyl, really well laid out. I love the design, excellent stuff. But I mean, you haven't got a bad song on it. I'd say you got Holiday, Lucky Star, Borderline, Like a Virgin, Material Girl, Crazy for You, Into the Groove, Live to Tell, Papa Don't Preach, Open Your Heart, Louis La Bonita, Like a Prayer, which is one of my favourites. I love that song. Express Yourself, awesome. Cherish, brilliant. Vogue, Justify My Love, and Rescue Me. So not one bad song on there. An absolutely fantastic album. For me personally, in the 80s I was a massive Madonna fan. I loved Madonna and Michael Jackson, but mostly Madonna. I was just obsessed with her at the time. I used to have posters all over my bedroom wall. I had the calendar the one year, when the year ended I took the calendar apart and put all the pictures across the wall. I used to watch like Dick Tracy. I went to see that at the cinema when she was in that. I had all her albums on tapes. I loved Madonna. She was brilliant. For me, anything after the 80s, I like her songs after the 80s, I just don't love them like I love the 80s. The 80s Madonna, by far the best, and she was so beautiful. I mean, just look at that, absolutely stunning. Yeah, that's what you call a beautiful woman. Yeah, so yeah, awesome album. Right, so the other day I was downtown, and we got a record shop downtown called Revolver. So if you're ever in Weston-super-Mare in England, go and check out Revolver Records opposite the town hall, just round the corner from the Odeon Cinema at the back of Tesco's. Really great record store. I've walked past it so many times since I've lived here, and I've never gone in because I've not been collecting vinyl, picking up. I'm not going to use the word collecting because I don't want to say I'm going to be collecting, because Christ, if I start collecting vinyl as well, I'll be just, my house will be filled. But yeah, I thought the other day I'd have a look, see what he's got in there, see what his prices are like, because I knew that being an independent record store, he might charge a little bit more because you'll be aware of what's like worth money and what's not. But his prices are really good. Most of his albums are like £3, so I thought, well, I'm gonna have to buy some stuff. So the first one I got was Midnight Love, Marvin Gaye. Fantastic cover. I just thought that is brilliant. Gotta have that. You can't go wrong with Marvin Gaye. I mean, Marvin Gaye is just a legend. So this has got Sexual Healing on this album. I didn't know what the album was like. I've never listened to Marvin Gaye albums. I've only listened to like the really famous songs, and I like Marvin's voice. So I thought, you know what, I'm really not going to have a problem with Marvin Gaye because it's going to be brilliant. So I picked up Midnight Love. I spun it when I got home. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's just what you expect of Marvin Gaye. Beautiful, silky, smooth soul. It's just fantastic. So any more Marvin Gaye albums I come across, I'll be picking them up because I'm very impressed. I think that's a great picture. Just a really, I like the yellow border as well. I think that looks fantastic. Yeah, awesome stuff, man. Really good. So the next album I picked up from Revolver was another classic, and it's Introducing the Hard Line according to Terence Trent D'Arby, or as I've always known him, Terence Went Barley. There you go. So it's got Wishing Well on here, which is one of my favourite Terence tunes. It's a classic. The reason I picked this up was not only because it's a fantastic album, I like Terence Trent D'Arby, but my dad had this album back in the day, and when he got rid of all his vinyl, I missed out big time. I showed in my last video that I picked a few of them out, but at the time I was obviously growing up and I wasn't interested in vinyl, and I was going on to CDs and, you know, the new technology, so I wouldn't have really paid attention. I missed out quite a few good albums that my dad had, this one in particular, so I'm really glad to have picked this up. What's the sleeve like? Oh yeah, it's just got a picture of Terence again. So yeah, absolutely stonking album. It sounds really, really good on vinyl as well. Definite one to check out. I mean, this is all, at the moment, this is probably all common stuff because I'm starting out, so I am going to be picking up the pretty obvious records, I think, to be honest. And as time goes by, I'll take more risks and just pick things up like I used to in the old days. I used to go to record stores and be like, oh, it's 50p, it's got a picture of a nice woman on the front, I'll buy that. And just take a risk. But yeah, absolutely awesome. Definitely worth checking that one out. Nice condition as well, man. £3. Can't argue with that. So next up, I had to pick this up. I saw this and I was like, I'm having that one. And it is Make It Last Forever by Keith Sweat. Love Keith Sweat. Lover Sweat and Gill. Sweat on his own. The geezer's just amazing. He's just got such a cool, rich, soulful voice. And he's just awesome. So I had no idea what this album was going to be like, other than the fact that I know Keith Sweat's music from back in the day because I used to listen to it quite a lot. Really, really good. I haven't listened to it all yet because I've got to clean all my records. I've ordered some stuff to clean it because at the moment there might be a lot of problem with the albums jumping and that because they're dirty. So yeah, I need to give them a full good clean. I can proper listen. But I listened to a couple of songs and it's just Keith Sweat. I mean, it's just classic. You can't go on. You know, I love everything Keith Sweat did. He did a song with Left Eye years ago, which I can't remember the name of it. I got it on VHS somewhere, the video of it from MTV. It was an absolute Boston tune. I love that song. I've got a Cut Close album as well, where Keith Sweat was guesting on as well. That was another brilliant album. And just Keith Sweat on his own is fantastic. As I say, when he's a part of LSG as well, he's just absolutely superb. Those three guys together, beautiful. Yeah, awesome. And the good thing was the guy who owns the shop, when he saw this, he was like, "Oh, I'm glad someone's bought that," because he said like he's a big fan of Keith Sweat himself. He didn't think he'd sell it. So yeah, I'm well chuffed. As soon as I saw it, I thought I've got to have that. Next up, picked up a classic. Now I'm from Birmingham, and if you're from Birmingham, it's sort of mandatory that you have to like this band, and it is the best of UB40. Now my mum and dad had this back in the day again on vinyl, and I missed out on this one as well. So I saw it and I thought I'm grabbing that. I mean, you got Red Red Wine, I Got You Babe. We got 1 in 10, which is one of my favourites. I love that song. Cherry O Baby, great tune. Rat in the Kitchen's on here. There's some absolute classic tunes. Love a bit of UB40. So it's a long one as well, so it opens up that way. It's quite interesting. So yeah, absolutely quality album. So yeah, I saw that and I thought £3, gotta have it. So next one I picked up is a Greensleeves album. Greensleeves Rhythm album number 57. It's got Scooby on the front. The basically it's a reggae album, and the reason I picked this up is just simply because I saw on the front it's got Beanie Man, Vybz Kartel, Elephant Man. I like Beanie Man, I love Elephant Man. Vybz Kartel I didn't know too much about. I've heard of them but I don't know much. It's got Tony Matterhorn, which rang a bell, and Richie Feelings on there. And also on the back it's got a song from Bungie Garland, who I was not aware of until a couple of weeks ago, and I was listening to One Extra while I was decorating, and they played a Bungie Garland song and I thought, yeah, that sounds pretty decent. I love this kind of reggae anyway, so I had to go for it. I like to get these mixtape ones where you just get like loads of artists and random songs and just give them a blast. Big fan of this stuff. I mean, there's so many different subgenres now, I don't know what the hell's what anymore. As far as I'm aware, like Bungie Garland is soca, which I'd never heard of until the other week because I'm not massively into this genre, but I do like my reggae. So like when I was growing up it was ragga, then it became dancehall, then it was bashment, now you've got soca. It's like they all sound a bloody same to me. I don't know what the differences are, but hey, someone will know. I'm sure someone will tell me. But yeah, I listened this morning. I listened to the first side of the first record. Sounds pretty damn good actually. It's not as fast as I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be a lot more dancehall, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty decent little album. So once I've cleaned it up, I'll give it a good listen all the way through on both our records. But yeah, good stuff. So yes, that's what I've been picking up recently. I've got 2 more on the way from America. I'm looking forward to them coming because they're really good. The one in particular, it was the first vinyl I actually ordered, which tipped me over the edge to start buying vinyl. So it's a shame I haven't got that to show in this video, but I will show it in the future. It's just an absolute stonker of a record, and I can't wait to get it because I've got it on CD, but it ain't a patch on the vinyl. The vinyl is just pristine, so yeah, it's going to be quality. So yeah, I hope you like these videos, guys. I know this is not for everyone, and it is a bit niche and a bit different. Don't worry, the gaming videos are still coming, they ain't going nowhere. But the game collecting is my #1 thing. The vinyl's just a sideline. I love my music and I want to enjoy it more. And at the end of the day, I like collecting the vinyls now. I like picking up the vinyls, not collecting them. Because they're dirt cheap, they look great, they sound great, and it's just a nice extra thing to do something different. And I know that people who watch my videos are into all different things. You're not all just into gaming solidly. You like a lot of different things like movies and music. So hopefully you'll appreciate these as well. And yeah. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of any of those albums. Any suggestions for albums, give me those as well. Cause that's always a good thing. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It always helps to share. If you want to see more videos from me, just click on subscribe. That'll keep you up to date on my latest videos. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you all again soon.
Rastafari, he love Jalaya, he love Rastafari, he love Jalaya, he love Jalaya.